Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make a lovely chicken stew or dumpling. My ingredients are, I have 1.5 kilo of chicken cut out and rinsed, and I'm keeping them meaty as possible with a little bit of bones. Then for the braising, I have a 1/4 cup of cooking oil, 1 medium-sized onions, 1 tablespoon of margarine, and some lovely fresh thyme. Then I have 6 cloves of garlic and 2 green chillies that I slit in the center, and 1 heaped teaspoon of rough salt. I will add a grind of black pepper. I have 6 small potatoes cut in half and 3 carrots that I cleaned and circled, and just a handful of frozen peas. Then for the thickening agent, I have thick vegetable soup, of which you can use mushroom soup or cream of chicken. For diluting of the soup powder, I've got a cup of fresh milk. Then to garnish, I have my Dhania and Spring onions. Now I'm ready to braise my chicken stew. I've got my stove on moderate heat, and I'm going to add in my oil. That's a 1/4 cup. And then I put in my margarine. I add in my onions. I will allow these onions to fry till it's soft. My onions are gone soft but not brown, so I'm adding in my thyme. And then I put in my garlic and my green chilies. I give this a few minutes. I'm going to give a generous grind of black pepper, but black pepper can be used whole, about half a dozen. Because my carrots are a little bit mature, then it's a little tough, so I'm going to add in my carrots to fry out a little bit so it will get soft. I'll give this about 10 minutes. 15 minutes has passed. Our carrots have come a little soft. But if you have young carrots, you can put it after your chicken. So this is my chicken. I'm going to add it in to the pot. I have some breast meat of the chicken and some thighs and a little bit bones where we can sit and chew. Now I'm going to wash my hands quickly before I give it a good stir. Now I'm going to give my chicken a good stir. I'm adding in my salt. Stir in the salt. Now I'll put my lid on and allow this to braise for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes has passed. Now the chicken has released most of its water. I'm putting my potatoes in. I will allow these potatoes to cook for about another 15 minutes and then add on my peas. Now my potatoes are halfway through. I'm going to add in my peas. For not allowing my potatoes to disappear, so I'm going to add in 2 cups of boiling water, and I'll bring this to a quick boil. In the meantime, while this is boiling, my lid covered, I'm going to start making of my dumpling. My ingredients for my dumpling is 1.5 cup flour, all-purpose flour which I sieved, and to the flour I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, a grain of black pepper, and some mixed herbs to give it a great flavor. So I get this all mixed up together, the dry ingredients. And then my 1 teaspoon of margarine. Let me mix the margarine by using my hands to make it form a breadcrumb. Okay, that's all mixed up. I've also got a cup of milk, of which I'm not going to use the entire cup, but I'm going to put it to my flour and make a dough. I'll see how much we are using. Why I'm using milk? To give that rich taste of the dumpling. Okay, this is the dough. It will give us about a dozen of dumpling. Okay, the milk was used about 3/4 cup for my dough. This is my dough, and now I'm going to divide it into small portions, pinching off little small ball. I divide it into 10 small balls. Now to keep them separate, I've got a teaspoon of oil that I'll just sprinkle over. And then I'll put in a cover and wait for my stew to get ready. Now to this point, the carrots, the potatoes, the meat, all is cooked out. I am going to add in my soup, which is 50 gram. I'm going to use the entire packet. I'm going to stir this powder with milk and add it onto my stew. I have a cup of milk. By using a fork, you can break down the lumps and allow it to come very smooth before adding in to the stew. Okay, I'll add it in slowly. And I'll give it a quick mix. The moment the stew starts to bubble, I will add in my dumpling. Now to adjust, you can see after using the soup, it's gone a little thick. And because we are going to add in the dumpling, and the dumpling will allow it to get a little more thicker, so I'm adding an additional cup of water to make it a little weak. I will cover and allow this to boil for a few seconds. "15 minutes has passed. Look at how well my dumpling has rose and gone fatter and plump. That's why it's called dumplings. Now I'm ready to serve. Here it is, my lovely plate of chicken stew made with dumpling, served piping hot and looking lovely, rich and delicious. If you want, you can also eat this stew with lovely butter bread, but the dumpling serves the bread purpose. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy.